Hello everyone and Happy New Year. As we entered 2022, I wanted to sit down with some of my Lorien colleagues to find out what they predict we'll see in the world of talent acquisition, tech hiring, MSP and RPO this year. So while everyone was getting warmed up in the first week of the year, I managed to find some time slots in the diaries and ask them to make a bold prediction about what they think we'll see in our world this year. If you enjoy or got any thoughts, please add them in the comments and it'd be great to hear your predictions too. Thanks very much and have a great start to the year, everyone.
I think because of the shifted expectations of candidates in the tech market this year, next year we're going to see organisations competing to offer the best non-traditional flexible working options. I think it will be things like compressed hour weeks, more tenure-related sabbaticals, and things like unlimited holiday options that will give candidates a real interest in what those companies are like to work for.
It's an interesting question, but I'd say that particularly given current market challenges we're seeing, that coupled with the changing ways of work, I would expect this year that we'll see clients having a much more heightened focus on looking at talent and routes to market more holistically. So rather than in the traditional silos of contract, perm, statement of work. We're already increasingly seeing the world of contingent and perm moving closer together, with talent acquisition functions taking a greater role in overseeing all categories of talent rather than focusing purely on perm. And the labels, I'd say, are becoming more fluid and, dare I say, in some cases, much less relevant. So the focus is now really about getting the right talent at the right time, irrespective of the means of engagement. So I guess maybe this is the first step towards true total talent acquisition, which is obviously something in this industry we've been talking about conceptually, certainly for a long period of time. But in my opinion, that doesn't necessarily mean putting everything under one outsourced provider or indeed under one in-house team. But it may well mean the need for those respective teams to work more cohesively and more collaboratively across those traditional boundaries as part of a wider talent strategy. And this should be for the greater good of the end customer in order to source the best talent and therefore meet the organisation's inevitably aggressive talent agenda.
Hi, Darren. Well, I've looked at my crystal ball and I've had a jolly good think about what 2022 might bring. I think the first thing I'd like to say is, finding good recruitment talent to work within an RPO or an MSP they were never 10 a penny. It was never kind of a simple task, but the demand for top quality recruiters and sources now has just gone through the roof, as most businesses will know. And you and I have discussed how it's almost as challenging to find a great recruiter now as it is to find some of the tech, digital and data talent that we're looking for. So I don't see any sign of that changing, but I do think that MSPs and RPOs who can really place that emphasis on being able to attract, develop, retain top quality talent to work within their businesses and then in turn provide an excellent service for their customers. I think that will be a sort of defining for those businesses, and I think customers will place an incredible value on that and on the people that they can bring in. So some of the stuff that Lorien will be doing is investing in our people and the support and the wellbeing initiatives, but also that upskilling piece. And I'm really pleased to see our first cohort of Lorien individuals go on the carbon literacy training course at the end of the month. My other prediction for 2022 is that there will be through the roof demand for recruitment projects, for campaign hiring, for support with 50 hires, 100 hires, 250 hires, usually focused on technology. Those niche, hard to find skill sets, cloud, DevOps, etc. And I think we'll see no sign in that abating. We're seeing huge brands asking for support to help bolster their teams, as well as some of the smaller providers who are scaling up. So that I think is going to continue to be a theme for the year. And I think just to kind of, my final prediction is, hopefully now, we're living through this virus, this pandemic. I think we've moved on from, I think I spoke last year about the kind of the paralysis of 2020, and 2021 was really a year where people started to go to market again, to explore new opportunities, new initiatives. And I really think 2022 will be a year we can start to get more creative again. We can hopefully start doing more face-to-face. We can start to get creative with solution design. We'll work with customers who are, more open-minded about where we put our people now that, work from anywhere is a really common theme across our customer base, and partnering together, not just on D&I initiatives, but sustainability and the green agenda too, and really linking in what we're how we're attracting talent for our customers into our clients' purposes. I think hybrid RPO is definitely here to stay. It's been a while since I saw, what I would call a sort of really bog standard RFP come through the door, and I love that. I love the fact that customers are thinking now about how they might want to slice and dice what they outsource, what they in-house, and also growing for our existing customers, how we can support in different areas that might traditionally not have been outsourced.
Thank you, Darren. Yes, I see a couple of emerging trends. I think one is the importance of a bespoke approach to a solution, because as we've seen time and again this year, whilst clients may be seeking the same tech talent, actually no two scenarios are ever the same or at the same stage. So that's, I think, that's definitely a really important aspect for us. The other is, I think, the continued evolution of the upskilling programs that we've seen, driving sort of greater digital capabilities among the workforce, recruit, train, deploy, things like that, which, we're beginning to put together more and more for our clients. So I think those are really two key approaches to securing and developing tech talent for 2022.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll continue to sort of see similar trends to what we're seeing in 2021. The demand for developers, cloud, data is just going to keep exceeding supply. Organizations that I think are going to start doing really well for ones of these, ones who have got a true employee value proposition in place, but which is going to cover. It's going to cover a number of things. It's going to cover them as a brand, as an employer, not just as an organization, but actually what does it mean to work there as a company. It'll also cover, a slick, fast interview process, and it'll also cover a very good onboarding process as well.
Organisations are genuinely investing and upskilling and reskilling of their talent. And what better way to future-proof your workforce than investing in your people? So it's bright times ahead, I think.
Well, with the current skill shortage everyone's seen across all the sectors this year, and particularly in 2021, I can envisage next year being about customers engaging with suppliers that are able to recruit, train, and deploy. We're seeing a lot of our customers go out to offshoring businesses, salaries getting driven up, contracting rates getting driven up, and everyone in the same pot for a small pool of candidates. So suppliers that are able to offer recruiting new skill sets, training them up and deploying them and increasing the skill sets in the market will become like gold dust with our customers.